My name is Chase McCormick, and I am terrible with money. Well, that's not true. I am really good at spending it. I'm a starving artist who no longer wanted to starve. I make paintings that nobody wants to look at, music that nobody wants to listen to, clothes that nobody wants to wear, and movies that nobody wants to produce. While I initially started working in finance to fund my creative endeavors, I quickly fell in love with my new role and company. I was selected to be the new social media and events coordinator at the most fun firm in finance. While I don't know much about finance, I've certainly developed an interest to start investing in my future. That's why I thought it would be exciting for me to sit down with financial experts at our company, because if they can teach it to me, they can teach it to you. Please remember that nothing we say here should be taken as personal advice. This conversation is for entertainment purposes only. If you have questions about your financial situation, please talk to a licensed financial advisor. Welcome to my podcast. What are we calling it? Working title, Finding Finance. Here we are. I'm going to remember to look at the camera as much as I can. Sorry, I already started looking at Alex. My bad. Still don't have a catchy tagline, but Finding Finance, the podcast where we find finance. Today we're here to find finance. That's a pretty loose objective. More goals. What else was I trying to do? Become financially literate. That's a big one. That's pretty cool. The people here are financially literate. I don't actually know what that technically means. So here, let me look that up actually. That's financial aid. Financially literate. And there's not even an instant definition. That's how you know it's a big word. Let me see. Click on some. The ability to understand and effectively use various financial skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. What's interesting is I thought I just hired a financial advisor to do all this for me, right? This is actually a good idea. This is leading me to where I'm really trying to go here. Let me take a sip of my drink. All right. 1 year ago, I hired a financial advisor. I thought all my problems would be taken care of. But you know what? Your financial advisor doesn't do everything. They tell you what to do. And apparently it's up to you to listen. So as I find finance, I'm going to be working with my advisor. But really what I'm doing on this podcast is taking ownership for my financial situation. Is that kind of what you were looking for, Alex? Or
yeah, that was probably one of the smartest things you said since you started working here.
Let's go! Wow. All right. So here we are, already showing off for the boss. I was going to actually encourage him to say something about my work performance, but it really couldn't have been better than that. So we'll move on to more goals. Let me see what I wrote down. Learn how to read. That's a big one. Big one for me. I think an important thing that I've learned watching all the really smart people at this really smart company is that they're all very good readers. In school, I went to school for screenwriting. They told me you must read the trades. Turns out it's actually a whole different trade when you're in entertainment versus business. My goal, what I was thinking about last night, is to actually have read the trades enough to come in here. I haven't looked at the camera in so long. Enough to come in here and say something smart every day that I read. So,
what do you mean by read the trades?
Good question. I think that there's like these different financial newspapers and stuff. I think one of them's called like Wall Street something, and there's like one's called I think BBC. I'm not positive, but I heard that someone might have been joking. You know about the trades, dude. Come on.
So you want to
know about the trades.
You want to look at the stock market before you get to work.
Look at the stock market. Exactly. And I actually did that today. Well, I didn't do it, but Alex told me something big. We're saving that for later, though. Let's see. What else are we trying to do here? That says interview some cool people. This is what I'm really excited about. We got episode 1 with Alex. We're not interviewing him, but this is going to be one of the very few, quote unquote, solo episodes. I'm going to take you guys. Listen, look at me in the eyes. Do you know how lucky you are about to be? Through this podcast, you are going to get an in-depth lens at some of the smartest people in the world. Here at Gerber Kawasaki, I work with geniuses. I'm going to show you what an actual smart person sounds like when they talk. And I'm not going to be the one talking, but I'll ask some good questions, I think. I'm excited to really get to sit down with some extremely smart people that I really respect, and they wouldn't talk to me otherwise. That's not true. But what else are we doing? Oh, another goal for the show, be as transparent as possible. That's a good one. Fuckers are scared to be broke. Not me. Not Corp Dennis. I go broke, I get rich. It's a cycle, right? I'm like you, okay? Motherfucker talk the talk. Oh, I'm so rich. You know what, me? I'm so broke. Together, we're going to start at zero. And we're going to save $1,000. Then we're going to save $2,000. Then we're going to save $3,000. And, I can't wait. I really, really cannot wait. Is that financial literacy, $3,000?
That question doesn't make sense.
Huh. All right. Well, we'll figure that out along the way.
I think you may be thinking of financial independence, which is also a goal of...
Jay-Z has a line about it. Financial freedom, my only hope. Living rich and dying broke. So I think that's what I'm looking for. Is that independence or literacy?
Literacy is understanding what a 401k is. And
401k. I know about it. I'm pretty sure I got one, bro. Pretty sure I got one.
Financial independence is having enough money to not let money control your life.
The ability to understand and effectively use various skills, including personal financial management, budgeting, and investing. So a 401k is an investment. That I do know. You don't work at a wealth management firm for a year and absorb nothing. You can absorb very little, but not nothing. So Nvidia's up today, by the way. Didn't want to ruin it for you, but they're up. Are they still up, Alex? Market close.
Yeah, way up.
Plus 12%? Are we talking 15? Are we
12.81%?
Woo, baby. That's what we call a Jensen day around here. If you don't know Jensen, now you know. CEO. Jensen, okay, that moves me on my dream guests, right? Ross Gerber, obviously #1 dream guest, but Jensen Hung is actually probably a close second.
I don't think that's how you say his last name.
Jensen Hung?
Maybe look it up.
Hung. All right, let me see. Jensen. Yeah, Hung. Haung.
Is there a way to have the internet say it to you?
I unfortunately don't have the most computer in the world, but what's a person that has a nickname like The Rock? We'll say The Rock. It's kind of like The Rock. His name is just Jensen, or that's not it. Like Scarlett Johansson or like Leonardo DiCaprio. He's just Leo. He's just Scarlett. He's just Jensen. So honestly, this guy's last name. Who really cares? The reason though that I would really love to have him on my podcast, not because I'm that interested in talking to him. I'll be honest. Brilliant guy. I don't know much about AI chips. I do know that NVIDIA is basically creating the chips that all the other big tech companies are going to need to buy from them moving forward. So that's kind of like why they're so ahead of the game, is like they're already blowing up. Like, I mean, not to flex, but yes, this company's been investing in NVIDIA for 10 plus years. Didn't mean to say it to the compliance, but most of this is getting bleeped out anyways. Here's why they're going to be better. They're fucking chip manufacturers. Don't ask me what happened in Taiwan recently. I don't know. The reason I want to have Jensen on our podcast is because it's a flex, bro. You know how different people would treat me around here knowing that I talk to Jensen Hong? Jensen? That would be kind of cool. Alex, anyone that you think we should try to get in here on the pod? Who are you really fired up to talk to?
I mean, I thought that your whole goal was to talk to everyone who works here and get some advice from each advisor.
Well, that's true too, but like those people I'll, force to be on this podcast. That's the difference is like I'm trying to shoot for the stars. Like I get fucking, Sage on the pod. It's like we're going to have a good time, but I'm not like, dreaming about that day. Just kidding. No, I actually have a list of GK people that I want to put on my podcast. Yeah, we'll go into that. Let me scroll up. All right. Most of these people are dreams, actually. I got to be honest. I was trying to sound cool with that whole Sage joke, but freaking, if I get Danilo on this podcast, I will never stop talking about it. So, shouldn't have started with that, but, let me think about who else. Episode 2, it's, technically Jimmy thinks he's going to be episode 2 on this podcast. Like, is he going to be? I hope so. Okay, so do you have any final, like, really important tips? Like, what are the most important things young investors should be doing right now?
Investing.
I really do, but today we're really focusing on assessing my entire financial situation. So what am I going to do next episode? Just shoot the shits with Jimmy and, talk about whatever. We'll see. I mean, you tell someone that they're going to be episode 2 material, then it hurts to have to cancel on them. But you know who my big dream is, and that's the big boss, my financial advisor, Mia Sampson. I'm saying it now. Episode 2. Sorry, Jimmy.
Let's say your bleach business, you make $100,000 selling these shirts, right? You crush it.
Empire.
Crush it. You're everywhere. You're everywhere. You're killing it. And let's say you had to pay $40,000 for the shirts and $10,000 for the bleach. And maybe another, $5,000 in miscellaneous.
$55,000.
Good math, brother. Well, we'll have to take your $100,000 of income, subtract out the $55,000 of expenses.
Wow.
We're left with
$45,000.
And that is what you would be taxed on right there. Yeah, you can write off everything. If you're not making money, you're not making money. What are you going to pay taxes on if you're making money?
That's tax loss harvesting. Okay.
No, that is not tax loss harvesting. That's another great one. Do you know what tax loss?
Really what we're doing today is preparing for a big meeting that I have with my financial advisor. We do twice a year, every 6 months. It's important to, sit down with somebody and take a look at, how are you saving? How are you budgeting? How are things working? Do I need a raise? These are important questions that I have to ask and, talk about. So a little later in the pod, we're going to be going over my complete financial situation. Because why? It's payday. First thing I did was buy a freaking haircut at 11 a.m. Left work, got my haircut. You know why? Payday. I'm rich.
Why don't you go over like your situation as far as where you came from, I think it's pretty interesting where you sit on the rankings and, in this company.
This is important. Least important person at the company, technically.
Where do you sit? Where's your desk?
I'm a big morale guy. This is good too. So we are in the production room. It's not technically my desk. It's a shared desk, but you know who I share it with, right? The motherfucking CEO of the company. That's right. The Ross Gerber also sits here sometimes. So pretty important job, actually. Also pretty cool thing about my desk. And it's in the production room. So I get to sit next to Alex every day. And, sometimes they close the door on me if I'm, yapping a little bit much, getting a little excited. Yeah, so who do I want to have on the podcast? We're thinking about, so we got Mia. We definitely got Jimmy, our athlete advisor. I'm pretty interested in Bitcoin. You know, I'm really like, we got to do a Bitcoin episode. So I'm probably going to just try to talk to my man, Bitcoin Brett. You know. So should I buy Bitcoin?
I mean, you're young. You got a lot of time. It's an interesting thesis for an investment, right? So I wouldn't go crazy with it. You know, we're talking again
5%.
5% is generally a good number.
You know, if I can book Zach again, he's a partner. It's hard to get a partner on here, but I think I can do it. I really believe in myself that, you know, I'm going to make it happen. But really, that's what I need my fans for. You know, it's up to you guys to really, really help me get financially, what is it called again? Financially independent.
Literate.
Literate.
What's your ultimate goal? Like, what do you want? Like,
make $10,000, quit my job, move to Hawaii, and be a beach bum.
So once you have $10,000, you're done.
I'm not saying that because like it's a lot. It's not, you know,
$10,000 in your bank account, in your retirement account, where? In your non-retirement account.
Retirement account is the that's Roth IRA, right?
You have a Roth IRA. You also have a 401k.
See, and that's why this is my second financial advisor right here. He knows everything. So we'll probably hop on Account View, get into that.
Why don't you do the budget sheet? I think that's a good start to show sort of where you're at, where you live, how much you pay for rent, all that kind of stuff.
That's like the boring stuff, though.
That's what this whole podcast is about.
Alex is already bored over there. You know, it's like, damn. All right, so let's talk more about people at this company, though. I think that's
no. Open up that book.
Okay, that's
your top-down camera's gonna run out of battery before you even use it.
All right. Do I have to do this right now? Let's pull up my full account, shall we? I'm gonna do this off camera real quick. And my account is up. Look, savings.
No, you don't want to show off like your account.
Oh yeah, I want to tell them. This is my exact. Oh, there's some numbers on there, but let me cover that up.
What? That's your bank account?
Yeah.
Okay, so start with your bank account.
Over $5,000. This is where we're starting, right? I am rich. Some people say I'm not rich. Just because I went broke last month doesn't mean I'm not up this month. And I want people to understand that. Yeah, I owe some money some places, and that's what we're going to get into today. But we'll see how I'm feeling in a little bit. Oh, that's another thing. APR. We're going to talk about that later. All right. Let me get back on track. I love Mike Baker. Just scrolling through my notes here. All right. Payday. We're starting liquid. What do we got? Oh, wait. I do the book, though, huh? Can I show my check on camera, or could that be bad? Yeah! Do payday! I'm not going to show my check, actually. It's petty, and my addresses are on there. Does it even make sense to do this? I don't know.
Maybe you'll do something like that with Mia when you sit down with Mia.
Ugh, if anyone can get me to actually fill this thing out, it's going to be Mia, and it's going to be on our next episode. Stay tuned.
Cry about playing time, or you play the game divine, apply the pain and embrace the grind.
All right, podcast. Shit. All right, so we got a checkings account. It's kind of more fun if I create the algorithm. Checking account. Savings account. Debt. I do owe my father $1,000. We'll get into that later. And then upcoming bills. Is debt the same thing as credit?
No.
No. But is it credit card debt?
Is debt.
That's a thing, I think.
Yeah, correct.
All right. Checking account. Let's get this shit rolling, huh? $494, pretty good. Savings account $4,700. $762. That's the most money I've had in a while. I got to pay rent tomorrow, but I'm going to hold on to that. I'm going to take a screenshot of that, send that to my ex-boo. All right. 1,500 rent. Now we got to check the credit card statement. Not what people want to see, but you know, we got to see how I did this month. Alex, you got any predictions?
I hope it's under $1,000.
Guess again. I don't even need to look at it for that. So we're talking $1,500 with another 75 pending. It's about 1,600. I can live with that. Plus, no, that other 1,000. Actually, I might add 2,000. So that's not great. What other bills do I have? Well, dry cleaning's paid for. Good. We've got haircut paid for. Good. That's $150 right there out the drain. We'll put up. I got electrics. I think I actually overdue, so we'll throw electric on there. Oh yeah, another thing I want to do. Maybe this is another episode. Is find out if I can afford Netflix. Just something to table.
So maybe if you go through and see what you have in the bank.
All right.
You forgot about your investment accounts.
Oh, I forgot about those. That's payday. Sorry, my boss she just said, hey, are you going to yell payday? Payday. We do the Drake bells. Payday.
We want to keep it down, maybe.
I mean, we could, but we're working. Look at, I'm working on my budget sheet.
Is high, but how many times do we need to yell payday?
Okay, which one do I fill out though? We're still confused. Oh my god. Say hi to the fans, by the way.
Hi, fans.
Yeah. Finding
But you also
finance.
always, before meeting, have this done.
Ooh, budget analysis. I like it. What does HOA stand for?
What's in your retirement accounts, which you have 2? What's in your savings, your checkings?
All right.
What's your credit card debt? What do you owe your dad?
I like this.
And then what's in your bank account, obviously. So once you take all that, do you have a negative net worth or a positive net worth?
Okay. This is also good because I would like to state for the record that I do have a lot of clothing, which I would like that worth to be, added into my net worth. Just want to say that. 494 plus 4762. All right, so I've got $5,200 to my name. Pretty good actually. 5256 in my bank account right now. We also know $1,600 in debt, plus another $2,000 that I owe my dad. $3,600 right there. Boom, boom. Upcoming bills: $1,500 for rent, $100 for electric, $1,600. Well, I can already do that math, and that says after I've paid my debts, I have $56 to my name. So, good thing that I have a lot of bleached shirts that I can sell. My investment accounts. How do I get on that account view?
Yeah.
Let's see if I even know my passwords to this. Damn it. Don't even know my password, baby. Account locked. You have exceeded the maximum number of attempts allowed to unlock your account. Please validate your identity. Huh. Well, I guess we might have to save that for the next episode, everybody. Is there another account I can check?
You have a 401k?
Well, this is interesting because I don't know which email it's even on. Alex, any tips?
I mean, this is crazy. I can't believe you can't figure out how to get into it.
All right, I think this is maybe a good time to wrap it up. Did we talk about Jensen? Yes. So you guys know about that. I had some, yeah, okay. Let's wrap it up. Wanted to promote the hats that we've got. We've got a great assortment of new Gerber Kawasaki hats. All these people are offering me loans, so I thought that could be interesting, but final checkout, I think, is the important thing. Where we're at right now is I have $56. That we figured out today. Technically, I have some retirement accounts, some savings. But, you know, we got to do better. We got to do better. And that's why we're here. You know, I got to keep looking in the camera. We got to do better. And really that's the real reason we're here, is to grow. And, you know, the first step is admitting you need help. And so I'm admitting, you know, I'm admitting I've fallen off the wagon a little bit, you know. Getting rich, being poor again, it's not healthy. And I'm really, you know, I can't be a finance bro if I'm finance broke. I think I can convince a few people to get on here, teach me some things, and hey, maybe you'll learn something too. So I'm really excited for you, more than I even am for myself. What can we improve on? Definitely got to learn the password to my account view and my 401k and shit. And we'll talk about what those even are. I mean, it's good to figure that out. Man, Alex, any final thoughts?
I think just say see you next time.
I guess my question really is, what do I do with the $56 I have? This has been Finding Finance. And together, if we work hard enough, we may just find it. Thank you.
Nothing but trouble on my mind. That's the attitude that got my ass off the sidelines. You either ride pine and cry about playing time, or you play the game.